Hello, everyone. What's going on? Late, yes, I know. Welcome to the Weekly Sip. How are you all doing? What's the scoopin'? What's the scoopin' poopin'? That's some good coffee. Oh. No Naomi today, just Dev. A solo Dev show. Hello. So, what can I talk about possibly? Wait, is the chat working? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Hello, chat. You finally appeared. New video on the way. And you know what? I can actually pull it up because you guys can't currently see my desktop screen. So I'll pull it up real quick. I estimate it to be about an hour and a half long, which is why there hasn't been any shorter videos. You know what I mean? I've also I posted this on a like a YouTube, what do they call it, community post or whatever they're called. But basically, I've come to realize that like the 10-minute takes videos that I used to do in like 2022, they're just not cutting it anymore. Like, I've been wanting to move away more towards the longer videos anyway, but those 10-minute takes videos, they're like, they get almost no traction the way that they used to a couple years ago. So I think I need to move on to bigger projects or like try something new. You know what I mean? Try something new because the old stuff ain't cutting it. So I have you can't see it because I don't want to reveal what the topic is. But I'm currently looking at the next video, and I'd say maybe 10 minutes of it is fully edited, and then like the next 20 minutes after that, up to the 30-minute mark, is like partially edited, and then after that, until maybe an hour 30, it's all like just raw sound. I wanted to make it to tomorrow. I wanted this to come out tomorrow. Don't know if it will. Probably won't. But after I'm done here, I'm gonna basically try my best to just like edit as fucking hard as I can. Because all the sound recording is done, all the writing is done. Now it's just the process of like putting all the clips and images together and like making a video out of it. I'll do my best. I guess we'll see. Yeah, the reason there haven't been any gaming streams this week is because I've been working on this. Yeah. You know what? I just need to find a way to like convince myself to go and stream a bit and not just blow myself trying to like edit as hard as I can. Like the video will come out eventually, you know what I mean? You really should take a deep dive on Road 96 and the prequel Road 96 Mile Zero. It's really good. I guess I will. Make Silksong's on Thursday. I thought it was on the 14th. Hold on. Silksong. Oh, it's in the 4th. I thought it was the 14th. Oh my god. I guess I gotta fucking make sure I do that. God damn. But yeah, thank you for the membership, the Goodman JS. You should take a deep dive on Road 96 and the prequel Road 96 Mile Zero. I have no idea what those are, but I guess I'll look them up. No new vids for the rest of the year. It'll just be Silksong. Road 96 and Road 96 Mile Zero. I'll look them up. Thank you. Actually, you know what? I gotta go right down on my calendar that it's the 4th, not the 14th. I got that wrong. Give me like 3 seconds, okay? Just give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I thought it was the 14th, guys. My bad. Rip. No. We will beat Bonanza. We will beat Bonanza. Coffee is just so good. Oh man, coffee. Anyway, I'm not sure the fell for it again is music exclusive by the left wing. Well, it's not used exclusive by the left wing. I didn't say that in my video, Mr. Bro, but thank you. I've noticed to use my many rightoids for the right to MAGA, make fun of MAGA. Yeah. The point of that video was that, like, memeing is not exclusive to one political faction. Thank you for the $5. You're welcome to the $5 club. Okay, real quick though, guys. Let me just kind of try to find. Oh yes. Some people have been kind of confused about the difference between these two channels, so I will in fact show you right now. Okay? Okay. So, here. This in the chat is the Dev and Friends video, or the channel, and this in the chat is the Lost Dev Vids channel, okay? And in fact, I'll pull them up real quick. So, Dev and Friends is a channel that is run by me. It's a side channel. And basically, I'm uploading a bunch of old videos that are still monetized or monetizable, but they're just like, they don't represent the kind of the level of quality that I want to make on my main channel going forward. So you'll see like some really old TikTok Tuesdays going up there. You'll see some old like 10-minute takes going up there. You know, just some older videos will be going up on this channel. So if you're looking for old videos, they'll be here. However, the Lost Dev Vids channel, this is a channel where everything that is demonetized goes, right? So like anything that YouTube is like, YouTube smacks down and they're like, you can't monetize this, I hand them off to the owner of this channel and he uploads them here. So, for example, all the Dumping with Scrumps are currently going up on this channel, right? From way back in the day. There's a bunch of Dumping with Scrumps going up. What else? If you scroll, yeah, if you scroll really far back to before the Dumping with Scrumps, like, yeah, like these are videos that are somewhat newer, like the Let Him Cook video when that idiot lit himself on fire, screaming "Free Palestine," like that moron. That video was demonetized by YouTube, so I handed off the ownership of that video to the person who owns this side channel, and he uploaded it here. So every demonetized video has been uploaded to this side channel here. People keep asking, where'd that old video go? It's usually it was demonetized and usually it's up here. Like, that's what's basically going on here. Yes, the Chaz video is here as well. Here it is, the Chaz video. There's a lot of older videos here that like just got smacked. So basically, old demonetized videos here, old not demonetized videos here. And then the main channel, at this point, I'm just waiting on my artist to make the new branding for the main channel. And then I'm going to rename the main channel. I'm going to be going by a different name. Finally, I've been talking about doing this like 5 years now. And we're finally going by a different name than SFO. It's finally time to put that old thing to bed. Oh yeah, also the RPs are going up there as well. The RPs on the old channel. Or sorry, on the demonetized channel. The Skaven RP is there, the Kingdoms RP, the Crusaders RP. A bunch of old RPs are going up there. $5 from Archeon. Thanks, man. Hey, dude, did you hear that King Cobra JFS died? I also rewatched your Enemy About Perfection being the enemy of the good, and it's really helped me. Well, thanks very much, man. I'm glad you found some use out of it. The Cultural Marxism video is the Gramsci video. That's still on the main channel. That's a really good video. It'll be staying on the main channel. You say you do response videos first. Yes, Anna, I did. And that's still going to happen. This is kind of an important part of this conversation, is that the response videos have been actively being worked on for the past 6 months. I've been chipping away at them here and there, and they are in fact coming together. They're not just a lost project that's flapping in the wind somewhere. They're being worked on, they're being put together, they will come out, and they will come out before my rebranding. Now, considering that my rebranding is also underway, that should give you at least some vague idea of a timeline of these response videos coming out at some point. So they're coming. They're coming. Stream Troll Mike, thanks for the $5. Yeah, I just answered that. Thank you. And as for me doing more streams and stuff, again, like I have to move again. I moved last year. I got to move again this year. And hopefully the next place I move into will be not a fucking closet, so I can actually have like a place to do more regular streams. I would like a consistent stream room. It would be quite nice. I do have the name thought of in my head. I'm not going to reveal it anymore. I've revealed ideas of what I was going to do. I didn't really go with any of them. I went with a different idea, and I'm going to keep it a secret. I'm going to keep it a secret mainly because I don't want someone to like try to swipe it out from under me. So I'm keeping it. I'm keeping a lid on the name idea, and then once it drops, it drops. Silk Song comes out for the trucker video. Yeah, it does. Will the garden videos come back after I move? Yes. I intend to move to a place that I can actually have a garden in. Would you ever do any videos in the politics government in Mexico about the cartels? Oh yeah, there's also a fight in the Senate in Mexico. I mean, I don't know enough about Mexican politics without, like, with the exception of like the American immigration stuff, right? I don't know enough about Mexican politics. I don't know, man. Lady Devilly, get the fuck out of here. Thank you for the $5, though. Thank you. Devtanius. Mexico's a failed state at this point. I recall watching a Kraut video, and a couple years old now, so maybe things have changed. But like, the northern areas of Mexico were becoming more Americanized faster than the southern areas of America were becoming more Mexicanized. And it's like, wow. Yeah, cross-cultural contamination actually goes both ways, it turns out. New dev name, neither right nor left. Oh my god. That would have everybody fucking attacking you, which, to be fair, they already do. They already fucking do. Are you keeping the jingle you play in your beginning of your normal music you use in your videos? I mean, some of it, yeah, I'll be keeping, for sure. I'll be keeping some of it. My ultimate goal is to move and then have like a dedicated video studio space where not so much time is wasted doing other crap. And then I could actually do like maybe daily 10-minute takes vids on the Devin Friends channel, and then do like the long form video essays in the main channel. That'd be nice, but at this point, like the big thing that has held me back for such a long for so long is the fact that I live in close proximity with other people, and I have to like work around schedules. I don't have like a dedicated space for recording videos or for writing. Like I need a dedicated space. I kind of had one in the previous place. I don't have one here. And it's like, well, gotta figure it out. Yeah, I'll probably rebrand SFO Arcade in the same way. See that Guru Larry is based. He was on Chudcast with the greatest, most based gamer on YouTube. What the fuck is Chudcast? Chudcast? Yeah, I'll call my channel TDS. Totally dev stuff. Good idea. Welcome to the TDS channel, guys. Oh. Chudcast is Synthetic Man? Okay, listen. I like Larry Bundy. Larry Bundy watches my videos, and I find him to be a really funny guy. But, like, dude, Synthetic Man is actually fucking ridiculous. Like, he's actually insane. He's such a fucking, like, there's so much shit regarding Synthetic Man that's just so fucking out there. Is he a groiper? I mean, I don't think he follows Nick Fuentes, but he's going to be similar for sure. Like, okay, I watched Synthetic Man play through the Indiana Jones game, and he had complaints that that like Indiana Jones featured like a strong female co-lead, And he's like, oh, they're pushing modern politics into Indiana Jones. Oh, everything's woke. But like, I went back and watched the Indiana Jones films recently, and there's like strong women in all of them. That's not a modern invention. The first Indiana Jones with Miriam, like, she's a strong female lead. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, listen. If you think the co-lead sucked, fine. But this idea, all right, this idea of having strong women in it is itself woke. Like, whether or not it's done well is a different conversation than whether or not it's woke. Those are two different things. Those are two different things, right? You can have a kind of weak, traditionally feminine, not capable character and have it be done really well. You can have a strong female lead and have it be done very poorly. These are not correlated things. Yeah, he complained that there was black people. Like, dude, there's black people in the Indiana Jones movies. Like, it's so stupid. It's so fucking dumb. Synthetic Man exemplifies the common type of person who complains about games not because they want better games, but because they want their politics in games. Yeah, absolutely, right. Like, this is something that I am going to touch on in the next video, without revealing too much of the topic. There were those anti-woke slop tubers who were talking about Expedition 33. And they were preemptively calling Expedition 33 woke. They were trying to get like the next fucking outrage train all drummed up against Expedition 33. It's gonna be like the next big failure, like what is it called, South of Midnight or whatever. And then it turned out that Expedition 33 is a fucking masterpiece and everyone loves it. And then like that shit, the anti-woke train on Expedition 33 went real fucking quiet. And then they came back with like, oh my god, the mainstream AAA woke, they're all seething because Expedition 33 was made by 30 people and it's like this indie thing. And it's like the best game of the year. It's like, oh my god. And it's like, listen, guys, you don't need to view everything through your political fucking lens. Sometimes a game is just good or it's just bad. All right? Like, calm the fuck down. Thanks for the $5, man. Deb, do you think the combination of guilt and forgiveness was a good and useful ethical system back when people were more religious? I mean, yeah, but it's still a good system now, too. If the strong female protagonist isn't an 8-foot Fuda, I don't want it. Based. What was worse, Indiana Jones 4 or 5? Oh, 4. 4 was fucking terrible. 5 wasn't great, but 4 was fucking terrible. I see you too are a man of culture based. Okay, so listen, fellas, listen. This is kind of my view of it. I'm not gonna turn against like being anti-woke in general, because I still find like wokeness to be fucking annoying, especially in media. Like, you go back and you watch like Captain Marvel or something, and it's like, holy fuck, this movie sucks. Like, you go back and watch the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Holy shit, what a terrible fucking, like, it's clearly woke. People saying, no, it's clearly woke, and it clearly is fucking garbage, right? No one likes that shit. No one wants to watch that shit. No one wants to see like a return of fucking Rey Skywalker or anything. It's all fucking really bad, all right? However, it has become undeniable. It has become undeniable that the anti-woke stuff has also gone way too fucking far. Like, way too fucking far, guys. There is like this knee-jerk outrage fucking engine that goes around the internet trying to find whatever is going to be big and then just like rip it apart and consume it and destroy passion projects and destroy games and destroy dreams because it gets them clicks on the internet. Like, that has become a serious fucking problem on the internet as well. And I think we can condemn both of these things at the same time. We don't have to be like, just, oh, we're going to, I hate woke shit, therefore I'm going to support every fucking anti-woke retard, including John De La Rose, who's out here screaming that it's completely immoral and degenerate to have like gay romance options in RPGs. Like, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck that shit, man. I want gay romance options in my RPGs, thank you very much. Did you see that article by Taylor Lorenz about Dem peddling dark money, pushing on influencers? You're gonna do a video on it. I haven't read the article yet, but I have heard about it. I'm gonna poke around and see. I don't know much about that story just yet. Dev, can you read the Twitch message from Indirect Soder? I didn't see it. I must have scrolled away. Oops. Sorry. Yeah, fucking John De La Rose saying, I thought that's what we were out here to do. I thought we were here to get that stuff out of games. It's disgusting. It's like, no, fuck off. Wait. Hold on. No, you are wrong. These culture war anti-woke grifters do not actually play or watch media. One, I don't think I said anything regarding that. But two, that is partially correct, right? Because here's the thing. Vera Dark is somebody who I actually like. I like her content. I like her as a person. She plays games. I've watched her stream games like a whole bunch on her channel. She absolutely consumes media, and she's also anti-woke. But she also has a head in her shoulders, right? So like some of these people, yeah, they actually do. They don't actually watch or play media. They just maybe they used to, like they used to be fans of gaming or they used to be fans of Star Wars or whatever, and now they're not. And now that they've grown out of the thing, they can't possibly think, oh, I've grown out of the thing. They think, oh, someone must have taken it away from me. You know, the Jews or the capitalists, you know, whoever took it away from me. It's somebody's fault that I don't like this anymore. It must be shit. But they actually just grew out of it and they don't want to admit it. Like a great example of what I'm talking about is Grums. All right, Grums on Twitter. He's the kind of guy that very clearly grew out of gaming a long time ago, but he has nothing else in his life. So he just posts about, is this game woke? Constantly on Twitter. Lives in Dev's walls. Thank you very much, man. We'll miss this one live. Remember to hydrate and take your own little victories. It's how they compound. Love you, nerds. Thank you very much, dude. Good advice. And also $5. Also $5 for the Faith at Halloween pile. Will do. Here, you know what? I'll add that to my list as well. Okay, what did Soder say? I still can't find it. Soder. Say what you will about Melanie Mac, which is, that's true. Yeah, Melanie Mac is also another one of those people who like is a real fan. Like you can tell she actually plays these games, at least some of them. But like, yeah, Grums is like somebody who clearly doesn't play games anymore. Like, do you guys recall Grums had to like delete that tweet claiming that Monster Hunter Wilds was woke? Like it went woke. How come? There's a tomboy like butch-looking character in the game. Meanwhile, there's also that like, what was her name? Gemma, the hot blonde who like she's like the blacksmith girl. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? $5 from Archeon, thank you. It's really when the female character has to put everyone else down that the strong female characters get annoying. I agree with you, actually, completely. I completely agree with you. Yeah, it's like, oh, we're gonna make you look better by making everyone else look like shit. I agree with that. Like that's fucking stupid. You should make a strong female character be strong on her own merits, you know. Who the hell is Grums? Grums is a former World of Warcraft developer from like back during vanilla days. He left Blizzard. He started like a couple of indie projects that have all fallen apart, and he spends his time on Twitter just being like, "It's woke, it's woke." You know, his whole thing now is just like culture war grifting. That's fucking it. Oh man, coffee's good. Dev, I guarantee that while part of this is actual grifting, much of it is the pendulum swinging back hard and people being hypervigilant against wokeness now. Yeah, but I would also classify that as grifting. Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna go full on anti woke or like hold on. I might one day be anti woke, but I will never be pro woke because wokeness is so fucking annoying in media. It's just, oh god, I fucking hate it. But the anti woke people are becoming just like they're becoming just as bad. They're becoming just as fucking bad. And I'm gonna have to start talking about it, I guess. Rip. As if my channel didn't need even more nukes getting fucking launched at it. Hey, Baldo, what's up? Yeah, Eleanor, I say becoming because I still know lots of people who are or would call themselves anti-woke that are actually still like, decent people with good heads on their shoulders, Anti-woke is the new woke. Oh my god. There's a whole lot of online content creators that are who are giving off energy of huge Senran Kagura fans to finally play it for the first time. Yeah, I've heard that a lot actually is attacked. Yeah. Senran Kagura, there's boobs in the game. Let's play it. It's their first time playing it. And some of them I assume are good people. Yes, exactly. Terrace, thanks for the $5. Has politics devolved into low-quality meme slinging? Has it always been this way? It hasn't always been this way. But, yeah, we are here now. Like, listen, you go back and you watch, like, Bush versus Gore debates for the 2000 election, or, like, Obama versus McCain, Obama versus Romney, and regardless of how you feel about those people or their policies, you can see in those debates they're actually, like, discussing policy. They're like, oh, well, I wanted to pass this bill, and here's what it would do. And the other guy would be like, well, I think the bill would actually do this instead. And, like, here's why I think that's bad. And there's at least, like, a semblance of real politics happening there. You go and watch, like, the Trump fucking Kamala debate or the Trump Biden debates, and it's just, like, the most retarded shit. It's so fucking dumb. Even the JD Vance versus Tim Walz debate had like more substance to it. Give me a moment here. Something that I wanted to grab and I scrolled away. I can't find it. Oh well. Despot of Andrew. I don't know what that is. Sorry. Can't help you with that. We need a politician who can get us to Pokemon Go to the polls. Oh my god. Okay, imagine a future in which 2016 wasn't just cringe Hillary on the left, the American left. Like, imagine if they actually had like a candidate that people actually liked. Because people did not fucking like Hillary Clinton. Who's better at golf? Oh my god. Yeah, imagine. Never thought of that before. Yeah, but here's the thing. People didn't really like Bernie Sanders either. Don't go being a Bernie cuck. He lost for a reason. If I can get some spoon hate, my day will be... Spoon hate? What do you mean by spoon hate? Kamala was just Hillary 2.0. I think it's obvious in retrospect that Kamala would have been better than Trump. Like, Kamala had some dumb fuck ideas, right? Like, Kamala Harris, for example, had a wealth tax idea that was just absolutely disastrous to the economy. If implemented, it would have fucking ruined everything. However, unlike Trump, Kamala is not the type to surround herself with yes men. Like, you would have some financial advisor in Kamala's cabinet who would say, listen, if you do this, you're going to fucking ruin everything. Don't be a retard. And then Kamala would be like, yeah, okay, I guess not. And then she wouldn't do it. However, Trump, you think Trump listens to any of his advisors? You think Trump, like, takes advice from someone who countermands him, who says, like, hey, this is a bad idea, Mr. President, don't do that. You think Trump takes any advice from anyone like that? You think Trump has anyone like that in his cabinet? No, they all just suck his asshole. Oh no, listen, Kamala would have been deeply disastrous. We would have seen woke permanently retrenched. I agree with you on that. I completely agree with you. I agree with you, Boomer. But, like, that still would have been better than what America's currently getting. Listen, the press might have been the yes men for Kamala, but the press don't decide policy. Completely disagree. Listen, you can disagree with me. We can have different opinions on this, but yeah, fucking Trump is a disaster right now. Holy fuck. I would take woke over pseudo dictatorships. I think I would too. Because at least I know how to fight woke. Dictatorships, yeah, you have to fight them with violence. Like, that's pretty much it. $10 from Terrace. Thank you. Thinking about how Sargon says migrants not being subjected to the law is liberalism, when that is more emblematic of the nobility privilege that he wants to go towards politically. Yeah, Sargon's become very wrong about so many fucking things. Like, very wrong. It's kind of wild how wrong Sargon's become. Thanks for the $10, though, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. I will at one point do a video on the things that Sargon is wrong about. Especially since, like, the bridge is burnt there. There's no reason not to at this point, right? I'm pretty sure if you look up the most favored... Wait, hold on. Most favorite politicians, it's like Bernie Obama, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Quebec is banning public prayer because the Muslims tried to intimidate us with it, and we went nuclear with the counter-protest manifestations. So, French liberalism, Zontar, thank you for the $5. French liberalism is very different than English liberalism, because French liberalism just straight up says, yeah, listen, we're going to enforce the public neutral space so hard that we're just going to have the state straight up ban any, like, public displays of religion. So, no, you can't pray in public as a Muslim. No, you can't wear a crucifix, you know, as a Christian. Meanwhile, English liberalism has the sort of live and let live spirit. That sort of live and let live spirit in their public spaces, where it's like, yeah, so everyone can just kind of do whatever they want as long as they're not infringing on others, you know, in a personal way. The issue is that the French liberalism is more oppressive to your average person, for sure. However, when it comes to, like, a subversive fifth column trying to overthrow liberalism, French liberalism has way more, like, weapons to be used against that. Stug, thank you for the membership. Carl thinks that a great Marxist critique of liberalism is that it atomizes people, and also that Marxism wants to atomize people. Yeah, I understand. Okay, so here's the thing. I have read Sargon's reading list. Whenever Lotus Eaters does a book club, I read that book. I make a habit of keeping up. All right? And I understand Sargon's critiques. Like, Sargon actually read the Communist Manifesto on the Lotus Eaters book club. So it's not like he hasn't read this. Like there are people on Twitter, like, just like dumb fuck rightoids, who are like, Marx is evil, but they've never actually read a single shred of Marx. Sargon's not that guy. He's read it. He has a degree in philosophy now that he got during the course of his YouTube career. He's read all this shit. But Sargon's still wrong. And in fact, I've noticed, like, Sargon will go back and forth with, like, James Lindsay or, like, other random people who fight him on this. But I will pull stuff out, and he'll, like, quickly stop. Like, Sargon, what about when Marx said this in this essay? And, like, Sargon very quickly stops replying. And it's like, okay, all right. $2. What happened between you and Sargon? I've said the story many times on the channel already. TLDR. It was not a political thing. It was a personal thing. Like, I disagree with his politics. He's certainly become a reactionary, but I don't care about that. I can be friends with reactionaries. I can be friends with leftists. I can be friends with like socialists. I don't care about any of that. The issue ultimately is that he started treating me poorly, so I walked away. Alexander Bryant, $2. Still get along with Miss Wu? Also long form best. I do, actually, yes. Brianna Wu is kind of different, because Brianna Wu used to treat me like shit, and now she doesn't. Now she's, like, very friendly. It's like, oh, people change over the years, I guess. When more streams? Lambert, you missed the start of the stream. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you as attacked. That's the problem for sure. Stug, $5. I have zero doubt that Carl read all the things he's claimed to. However, I have plenty of doubt he has the ability to comprehend what he's read. I'm not sure about that. Brianna Wu did, in fact, apologize to me, yes. Which I appreciated. I appreciated being apologized to for all the Gamergates era stuff. Oh, man. Coffee is just keeping me alive at this point, you know what I mean? I think if I stop drinking coffee, I'll just die. Also, I've realized that I think I've been like off my medication for like a month. Whoops. I haven't changed that much though. Like, I'm a bit more scatterbrained, but not really. It's kind of funny. Back when I began to critique the right more, some people, I think on Kiwi Farmers mainly, they were like, "Oh, Dev, he got on this ADHD medication, and that is why it's warping his brain, and now he's not anti-right wing, he's lost his mind." And I'm just like, okay, I've been too lazy to refill my prescription for about a month now, and none of my views have changed. None of the way that I process information has changed. Nothing's changed at all. Period. 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 The woke pills. Devinphetamine. Devinphetamine. Oh my god. Well, so here's something that I've realized, right? Is that is it serotonin or dopamine that it affects? Basically, there's a threshold of boredom, right, for your average human. Like if you're doing a task and it's too boring, your mind will wander. Your mind will wander because some certain chemical that governs your attentiveness has not reached a certain level yet. It's a boredom threshold. And for ADHD people, that threshold is significantly higher. It's way higher up. Okay? So, if you're trying to like read a book that most normal people can read, you're like trying to read it and it's like, oh, I don't want to fucking read that. Oh, fuck. However, ADHD people, they will like hyper focus on video games that give like quick, consistent rewards, right? Like that's like the Minecrafts, right? They'll hyper focus on shit like that because the extra level of attentiveness basically reaches their higher attentive threshold than reading a book, right? However, if you take ADHD medication, what it does is it brings your attentiveness threshold back down to baseline. And what I've realized, kind of, is that like once your attentiveness level is brought back down to normal, you can in fact start building habits and start building discipline. And then when you go off of the medication, even though your attentiveness threshold goes back to where it was before, you have now built up habits and discipline and like these rituals that allow you to continue to do the behaviors, even if your brain chemistry is not quite where it was before. And that seems to be the best way to use something like ADHD medication. Not necessarily to be on it for the rest of your life, but like you be on it until you get your life in order, and then you can like slowly get off of it and allow your habits and rituals to take over. And so I was on it for maybe a year and a half. And now that I'm off of it, I've found that about 80% of the extra habits and rituals that I've built up have so far stayed with me. I'm a bit more scatterbrained, and I do like take a bit longer to like get in the groove of things, but I'm significantly better than I was before. Like significantly better than I was before. So now I'm wondering, like, should I go back on it? Like I stopped refilling the prescription because a bunch of like IRL things got in the way of doing it, and then I just got lazy. I probably will go back on it, if just to see, right? At least just to see what it's like to go back on it again. I'll probably will go back on it, but I'm definitely thinking like maybe I have reached that point where I need it less. Does that make sense? Let's see, what did I miss? Sorry for the dev rant there. Thank you for starting the set when you did. I'm at a racetrack in Nashville waiting for the race to start, and you're filling the time excellently. Thanks for the $5, Terrace. Thank you. And Jordan Rogers, you're finally doing collabs again. Will you talk to PF Young? Also, new videos when? I am doing collabs again, but like I'm kind of easing myself into them, just because my life is still in a state of semi-upheaval. And new videos, I'm working on one right now. Well, not right now. I'm streaming right now, but I am working on one. That is happening. Does ADHD affect everyone differently? Like some people are bored faster than others? Yes. Yeah. It's just like most, just like every problem like that, where like there's more or less severe versions of it. Hey Carl, what's up? Actually, speaking of Carl, I gotta reconvene with you, Carl, about the private thing we talked about last time we spoke, because I'm actually working on that now. So I gotta shake a few trees and figure out a few things. You could start slipping due to being scatterbrained, so the extra focus would help in maintenance. Yeah, fair enough. Oh yeah, that's right. Bill Skinner's a mod now. I should probably add you as a mod, shouldn't I? Here we go. There we go. I got clickbaited by babes. Oh no. Yeah, I'll send you a DM after I'm done streaming. Thanks, Carl. Research shows that people with ADHD that stop medications may build good habits to compensate without it, but they still tend to regress. Yeah, I'm also worried about that too. I don't want to regress, right? Yo, will it be only mostly long video essays now? Maybe, Abhishek, maybe. So, I do kind of, to be honest, listen, I love hanging out with you guys. I love getting super chats. It's a lot of fun. It's also quite lucrative. However, I should probably get to the video, shouldn't I? Like editing my video. So, perhaps we should get onto the articles. Have one of the mods check out my regulars role status. I got snatched. Uh-oh. You know what? I'll do that right now. I'll do that right now, okay? Yeah, so I've been editing a video that is approximately an hour and a half. I have a Dave's doing the sound editing. I'm doing the video editing of this one. I estimate it to be about an hour and a half. Might be a little bit shorter. And I was editing it before the sip, and I kind of want to go back to editing it. I love streaming. It's just that I gotta get this done, you know. Okay. Let me just see. I'll handle your thing right now, Carl, in the Discord, and then we will get on to some articles. Okay. Let's see. Carl, what are you doing? I mean, you're still Dev's friends. You're still marked with that. You have a Marvel Rivals tag, sex offender tag, passport tag, verified tag. You're set. What do you mean, Carl? Everything's fine. Oh, regulars. What does regulars even get you? Isn't it just like a cosmetic thing? Okay, there you go, regulars. Boom. Listen, the sex offenders tag in Discord, it allows you to see the porn channels at the bottom of the Discord. Terrace, thanks for the $10, man. A little foreign policy. Do you think the people saying Russia's invasion is going exactly as planned are coping? I don't think refineries blowing up every 2 days, almost 4 years, and was part of the plan. Yeah, dude. The Russia-Ukraine, like, I don't think Ukraine can win this, but I don't think Russia can win it either. I think it's going to be like a perpetual shit show for a while. But okay, let's get to the articles, okay? Thanks for the $10, Terrace. I really appreciate the support today, guys. Thank you very much, everyone. You guys help keep me going through the dark times. And these are the dark times. Do not mince words about it. I'm definitely in the dark times. What do we got for articles, though? Let's check it out. Here we go. This should be it. Yeah, here we go. Okay. New York could owe Peanut the Squirrel's owners $10 million for execution of the world's most famous pet. Oh my god. Guys, a $10 million squirrel. Okay. So I did a video on Peanut the Squirrel where I outlined what happened. I outlined the reasoning on both sides. And the idea was like, The reason that they killed him, the Peanut the squirrel, is because one of their officers got bit by Peanut the squirrel, and in order to check for rabies in a squirrel, you have to kill it. It's just the way the biology unfortunately works. So this guy got bit. They're like, shit, dude, did he get rabies? So they had to kill the squirrel to test it. Like, it sucks. It is what it is. People, when I gave this take, people thought that I was like fucking the second coming of Satan or some shit. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't care that much about Peanut the squirrel. It's a very minor story, but people were like, they held this thing up as a fucking totem of resistance against anyone anti-Trump, I guess. I don't fucking know. But anyway, it was one of those things where, like, it shouldn't have happened. It's fucking ridiculous. But I think people took it way too seriously than they should have. But fine. It turns out that New York could now owe $10 million for Peanut the squirrel. It's fair enough. That's how it is. Let's see. The brutal seizure and execution of the world's most famous squirrel threatens to cost the state of New York a staggering 8-figure settlement. Oh yeah, also, this guy did like OnlyFans, and he was like jerking off on camera, and Peanut the squirrel was like running around on his shoulders while he was naked jerking off. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? What is this weird story? Okay. Mark Longo and Daniela Bittner, the grieving owners of Peanut and his raccoon sidekick Fred, are seeking $10 million in damages for the death of their pets at the hands of investigators. So they filed a lawsuit. Got it. Wow. Yep, cops and agents from the state environmental conservation and health departments descended on the couple's upstate Pine City Animal Sanctuary. Yeah, so the issue is that they were running like an unlicensed animal sanctuary, and it's like, listen, you should get your animal sanctuary licensed. It's important that these things are licensed. Maybe you shouldn't do OnlyFans with your pets in the fucking video. But okay. Should they have killed Peanut the squirrel? Probably not. Is it a big deal that it happened? Also probably not. Should they pay the $10 million? Probably. It's one of those stories that, like, if this weren't the era of extreme polarization in social media, nobody would really care. But because everything has to be political now, the rightoids lost their fucking mind over this story. Yep, there he is. They have suffered emotional trauma and financial losses since losing their star squirrel, who had become an internet celebrity. Rip. It is illegal to keep squirrels and raccoons as pets in New York, where they're considered wild animals. DEC officials claim that Peanut bit an agent through thick leather gloves during the raid, which required both animals to be decapitated and tested for rabies. Although the state later admitted that rabies tests were both negative, it has never apologized nor returned the bodies of either animal. Like, this is pretty ridiculous. Like, listen, you steal a guy's pet, whether you think you should be a pet or not. You don't even apologize? That's fucking nuts. The killing of Peanut and Fred was not due to fear of rabies, but a senseless act of violence, an obscene demonstration of government abuse, charges the new court documents. I think the decapitation is part of the rabies test. So they've listed a whole bunch of the couple have suffered emotional trauma, financial losses since losing their star squirrel, who had become an internet celebrity, appearing in social media posts, OnlyFans content, cameos, and other monetized media. Yeah, so they want to get money back for losing their squirrel. Fair enough. That's nuts. Yes, it is. They raided his place because he was repeatedly refusing to license his animal sanctuary. It was something like that. Okay, what's next? Guilty by algorithm. Get ready for our future, guys. Here it comes. It's becoming familiar. Get arrested, go to trial, and find out the government's witness is a half-baked algorithm built in a Silicon Valley basement, rubber stamped by a judge who can't program a VCR. This time it's in New Jersey. The prosecution in State versus Miles is taking this pastime to new levels of absurdity. In the state's latest criminal justice meets cyberpunk farce, Ty Bear Miles stands accused of the 2021 killing of Ahmad McPherson. The central piece of evidence? Not fingerprints, not an eyewitness, a facial recognition hit from a system so secretive, the government won't even tell the defense what it is. How it works. or whether it's more accurate than a drunk dart throw. The prosecution insists it has Miles nailed, thanks to a confidential informant who claimed that Fat Daddy was the killer. Fat Daddy? Okay. Fat Daddy was the killer. The cops then poked around Instagram, pulled some photos, fed them into a facial recognition system, and out popped Ty Bear Miles. The algorithm gave its blessing, the informant nodded in agreement, and the case was sealed. Except there's one hitch. The defense wants to actually see how the magic sausage was made. Understandable, since getting sent to prison based on a software's hunch isn't exactly the gold standard of due process. Defense lawyers have asked for access to the guts of the system. Error rates, database quality, testing protocols, anything that might show the difference between science and snake oil. The state's answer? A firm, resounding no. Apparently, revealing how this software works would compromise law enforcement tactics. Cue the cavalry. Civil liberties watchdogs who have seen this sci-fi courtroom rerun one too many times filed a joint brief basically shouting, you can't have a fair trial if the evidence comes from a black box. Facial recognition searches involve multiple components and steps that each introduce a significant possibility of misidentification. So, yes, basically, there was an AI or an algorithm that used facial recognition to identify that this guy was the suspect in a murder. And they're saying, hey, how did this figure it out? And the state is like, we're not going to tell you. That seems rather ridiculous, doesn't it? So now I actually want to see Ty Bear Miles. What is this guy's deal? Because this does sound fucking dystopian, if that's the only evidence they have on him. Let's take a look. Okay. There's Ty Bear Miles. He's accused of murder in Jersey City. His case is gaining attention due to the use of facial recognition software in his ID. Sure, first-degree murder. Okay. He's a 28-year-old ex-con. Okay, this is wanted by U.S. Marshals. Shit, dude. It seems like this case might be too new to really see what's going on here for real. What's the average day in America moment? What is that, Eleanor? I don't know what that is. Still, though, listen. Whether this guy's guilty or innocent, this is fucking weird. Just they're not gonna reveal how they came up with this, like how the AI found this guy's face. It's fucking strange, man. Festiva, $20. Thank you very much, man. I remember that the police were forced to demonstrate how speedometers worked in order to get a case against someone before. I imagine that will be used as precedent to force them to show how the AI works and what came up. Let's fucking hope, dude. Let's fucking hope, because this is scary. This is fucking scary. What's next? German controversy surrounds jail term for transgender far-right extremist. What? What the fuck? Okay. Listen. This is just a guy. Like, he even has the Hulk Hogan mustache. This is just a guy in a fucking woman's outfit. This is not... I refuse to believe this is a real trans person. A controversy has broken out in Germany about whether a trans right-wing extremist... Okay, listen, Eleanor, there are absolutely trans right-wing extremists. How many of those people, like... I know some, okay? Anyway. Like Scrump's fucking GFs. Anyway, okay. A controversy... Hulk Hogan found alive in Germany. Thanks very much, Patek. Thank you. Okay. In July 2023, Marla Svenja Liebeck was sentenced by the Halle District Court in Saxon-Anhalt to a total of 1 year and 6 months in prison without parole for extreme right incitement to hatred, defamation, and insult. Liebeck appealed against her sentence. Her sentence. And lost. Wait, you created the Boy Motor character? I didn't know that, Eleanor. Oh, okay. Wow. At the time, she was known as Sven Liebeck. German media reports say that Liebeck used to be a member of the neo-Nazi group called Blood and Honor. At the end of 2024, Liebeck had her gender entry in official records changed from male to female. She also changed her first name. The basis for this was the Germany's Self-Determination Act, which had just come into force and strengthened the rights of transgender people. The act allows people to change their gender marker and first name with a simple declaration at a registry office instead of a judicial ruling. A boy motor is a trans woman who dresses up more masculine to try and pass as like a regular guy. Usually, like, I remember when I interviewed Sophia Narwitz, because she's a trans woman, she boy moded when she was doing the on the ground reporting for the George Floyd riots in Minneapolis. She like dressed herself up as a guy and went out there, and like she's just like, yeah, I'm just like a reporter, and because she didn't want to get like harassed, right? And she specifically called it boy moding. Okay. German media have questioned whether Liebeck's change was serious. Okay, so listen. The ability to question someone's gender identity is not something that should be tied to politics, right? We have heard from some lefties that you cannot question gender identity ever. I disagree with that. It's completely reasonable to question this person's gender identity because this is obviously a fucking farce, okay? Obviously. But it's not because this person's far right. It's because it's obviously a fucking farce. That's why. You should be able to question anybody's gender identity. Especially if it's this fucking possible. Especially if it's this fucking, not possible, but obvious is what I mean. Yeah. They made it political so they get it political. Yeah, but I disagree with that. You should be able to do it for anyone. Okay. Whether the change is serious is doubtful. Liebeck has been known for years for her right-wing extremist views and also made queer-phobic statements in the past. Liebeck has taken legal action against media outlets for what she considers to be false representations of her gender identity. Okay. A complaint against Spiegel to the press council was unanimously rejected by the council as unfounded. Spiegel said the letter said it was likely Liebeck made this change of civil status in an abusive manner in order to provoke and embarrass the state. Liebeck will shortly begin her prison term. Mongolian Leprechaun, $5. Hey, Dev, if someone ready to give you $200 to dress up as an awesome possum or Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel, would you do it? I mean, maybe. I don't know what those things are. Just have to look them up. Awesome Possum is just... Really? Okay. I mean, possibly. I don't know why you'd want that dress up. It sounds kind of ridiculous, but possibly. Konstantinos, we'll be getting to that story in a bit. So. I'll begin my prison sentence as scheduled. August 29th, 2025 at 10 p.m. I will arrive at the Chemnitz Correctional Facility with my suitcases. A decision on where to place Liebeck will then be made at the start of incarceration. So, I don't know. Are they going to be... Anyone who follows the reporting on neo-Nazi Sven Liebeck can only come to the one conclusion. The Traffic Light Coalition government has managed by law to force almost the entire German media landscape to tell untruths and make grotesquely false claims. Sven Liebeck is not a woman. So, like, this guy should obviously go into the men's prison. Just how it is. But, like, this is a fucking ridiculous, stupid story. I'm laughing at it because it's so dumb. But, like, man. I guess this is where self-ID ultimately leads. It's so dumb. Okay. Romanian national, 26 years old. It's V, guys. V is getting in on it. He pleads guilty to swatting over 75 public officials, including a former U.S. president. Oh my God. Wait. Is this guy the Romanian national? Oh no, never mind. Okay. A Romanian national pleaded guilty on Monday to charges related to his role in a swatting ring that targeted dozens of public officials, including a former U.S. president. Going by the aliases Plank, Jonah, and Cypher, 26-year-old Thomas Szabo took part in a years-long conspiracy to place bogus 911 calls, claiming emergencies were taking place at the homes of top government officials, and making bomb threats against government buildings and houses of worship. What the fuck? One of their alleged victims is identified as a former elected official from the executive branch who was swatted on January 9th, 2024, when they falsely reported a murder at the home of a former president or vice president who was not named. They threatened to pull up the person's residence. Oh my God. They didn't say which president it was, but it was a president. Yep. They placed emergency calls to both Republicans and Democrats. Okay, this is not like a partisan thing. It's just people fucking around. We are not on any side. Equal opportunity trolling. V swatted Obama. The menacing call started around December 2020, when Szabo called a crisis intervention hotline and threatened to commit a mass shooting at multiple unspecified synagogues in New York City. Oh my God. He then called and threatened to detonate explosives at the U.S. Capitol building and kill then-President-elect Joe Biden. The last swatting call was placed on January 9th, 2024, which reported a homicide at the home of a state governor. Oh my God. He was extradited from Romania last November. The Romanians said, "Get the fuck out. We're sending you back to America." By the way, guys, you think this chick gives good head? Like, think about it for a minute, okay? Think about it. All of these like hot bimbo blondes are showing up in Trump's cabinet. Do you think they're all like hoovering his dick up constantly? That's why they're there? I'm pretty sure. She's blonde, so absolutely. I mean, it's not the first time it happened, right? Everyone thinks of like Monica Lewinsky. Everyone thinks of like Nancy Reagan being the throat goat. Okay. Yep, this is ridiculous and stupid. I'm sure Donald Trump is loyal to his wife, Elon Musk. Lil Nas X. I have no clue who this person is. Apparently a rapper or something. Hospitalized after being found naked roaming LA. What the fuck? So, Lil Nas X was apparently hospitalized. The Old Town Road singer, 26 years old, bizarrely strolled down a busy LA street in nothing but white underwear and cowboy boots. I have no clue who this fucking dude is, but apparently this is something going on. Here, let me take a look, I guess. Who is this guy? I have no clue who this guy is, dude. I don't follow fucking rap or anything. He was the guy who twerked to Satan and dropped some of his blood in a limited series in shoes. What the fuck, dude? Okay. So, this morning around 5:50 a.m., officers responded to the 11,000 block of Ventura Boulevard for a nude man walking on the street. Upon arrival, the suspect charged officers and was taken into custody. He was transported to the local hospital for possible overdose. There he is. What the fuck? He was roaming around Ventura Boulevard around 4 a.m. A fan who drove past him reportedly heard the singer say he was going to a party. The Grammy winner placed an orange traffic cone on his head. As after police were called to the scene, Nas reportedly charged the officers before they subdued him and put him in handcuffs. Wow. Is this the video? Hold on here. Let me get my headphones out. We'll watch this. Play a short clip of a music video with Satan, if I have it. Okay, does this work? Yes, it does.
Nah. Hey.
Hey.
You're late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. Nah, go ahead, babe. Nah. Go ahead, babe. Nah. Didn't I tell you to put the phone down?
What the fuck?
Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that. Hey, everybody coming to the party.
The Slay Queen. Yeah, he's obviously gay.
I am serving you, and you better be at that party tonight. Oh, yes.
Is this guy just like losing it? Tomfoolery show. That's me.
Every side. Yes.
Ooh. Ooh.
Sean Bankhead taught me that one.
This is why you don't move to LA, guys.
Bang! Woo!
Oh my god.
Batty boy, want you give it to me, baby? Batty boy, want you give it to me, baby? That's gonna be a beautiful sunrise. Give me that phone so I can throw it. Throw it far away so you never see it again. I don't like phones.
Jesus
You missed the
Christ.
party tonight. Why are you still here? You need to be telling everybody about the party, girl. What's your problem?
Because this is ridiculous, dude. Wow. Damn, dude. Barrett Privateer, $2. You and your eyes must witness the twerking. If you find a video, I guess I can pull it up. £5 from Dracus. Thanks very much, dude. When are you going to get to the viewer submitted games? For example, I paid for Hyperledger for over a year ago. We're getting to it, man. Listen, you know that basically everything got derailed this year, and you already know why. We're coming back to things, all right? Especially with Silk Song coming out, and with us almost at the end of Donkey Kong. Once this next video is out, the gaming streams return, and that includes stuff like Hyper Light Drifter. Yes, absolutely. Barrett, thanks for the $5. Genuine question for you. Do you think the celebrity humiliation ritual conspiracies are real in any capacity? Could that be what this is? I don't actually necessarily believe the celebrity humiliation rituals, in my opinion. Penny Ranger, apparently he had a nervous breakdown, wasn't on drugs. I like little Nas X, so it's kind of depressing to see him like this. Fair enough. I have no clue who he is. I just know that this article was submitted for today, so there he is. Damn. Shit sucks. Let's continue. Fortnite boss makes a bold claim about the AI in video games. Tim Sweeney makes a bold prediction about how AI could shake up the gaming landscape. Tim Sweeney, the founder and CEO of Fortnite developer Epic Games, has discussed the role of artificial intelligence tools and systems in the future for AI for game development. He said AI systems can help smaller teams make big games. We're also discussing why the AI landscape has been tainted. You guys want AI games? It's time. AI slop. Never ending. Endless trash. Wait, speaking of IGN. Why am I reading this fucking GameSpot thing then? What's the original? Let's see the original. Yeah. This is just a Nintendo Switch. What the fuck? It's not even the right link. Okay, fine. History shows with every major advance in technology, there's been a rise of new games. He expects the same to be true of AI. Sweeney mentioned how the Battle Royale genre was only possible due to advancements in hardware performance and the game engines to allow for 100 people to play a game at once. With advancements due to AI, Sweeney predicts a future where smaller teams can build grand games. AI characters giving you the possibility of infinite dialogue with a really simple setup for creators means small teams will be able to create games with immense amounts of characters and immense interactive worlds. I mean, this is true. I think it's going to be a while. I think it's going to be a little while for this to actually happen. And I do not want AI games. Wait. Epic itself found itself in hot water recently after adding Darth Vader to Fortnite as an AI chatbot featuring the voice of late James Earl Jones. No one's ever really gone, guys. Even if you die, AI will bring you back to life and puppet your corpse around for all to hear and see. I mean, like any other tool, AI is a tool. It can be used poorly, it can be used well. It'll probably be used poorly. Oh, here's our thumbnail. Porn star Molly Little, that's quite the name, went from being homeless to making $200,000 a month and being paid to attend Hollywood sex parties. She went from rags to raunch. Diminutive porn star Molly Little went from being homeless to making $200,000 a month on OnlyFans. Her biggest tipper gave her $30,000 last year. No, $300,000. Oh my God. He's married. He works in finance. We talk every day, all the time. What the fuck, dude? The Virginia native was 18 when she was forced to move into a shelter with her mother and grandmother for a year. She didn't even have a social media account till she was 19. And now she's doing porn. My family was just going through some financial issues. There was divorce. While living at the shelter, she was able to make ends meet. With the little cash she had, she made serving food at the Halal Guy's restaurant. She then invested in pole dancing classes. It changed her life. I really enjoy the performance of it and the art. I just decided, let me take my skills to the club. Performing on stage at Jiggle Joints, Jiggle Joints, okay, allowed her to move out of the homeless shelter and into her own apartment. And it revealed to her a new side of her personality. It was kind of crazy because I was always really socially anxious. I was so scared to put myself out there. But working at the club really forced me to open up and learn how to talk to people. Her foray into porn came soon after when she realized stripping lacked financial stability. There's no guarantee you're going to make any money. There's no guarantee you're going to get any respect. You have to have a good day. So it's just kind of like, well, I like performing, but I want to do it in an environment where it's kind of regulated. Her then ex-boyfriend took the photos that she sent out to industry agents. The next day, all agencies responded. Well, yeah, dude. Like, she's really good looking, all right? She's quite hot. Obviously, every single porn agency is going to be like, yes, we will absolutely, for money, turn all of this girl's holes inside out. No fucking problem. In 2022, 6 months into her porn career, she launched her OnlyFans page, which she described as full sex, full nudity. And now she has a new side hustle. She attends LA sex parties once a month, earning up to $2,000 an appearance. A wide array of people join. It's from celebrities to just regular people in the corporate world, girls like me with a passion for performing. There's a lot of swingers. It's more of a performance, highly curated with props and lights. It's a show, definitely. Wow. Little, who now lives in Los Angeles, said dating proves difficult in her line of work. Latest up-and-comer in DGG. Oh my God. Okay. $5 from Dracus. Thank you, man. Diminutive Hollywood sex parties. Big thunk. Big thunk. Okay, guys, would you? Can you fix her, guys? One married man was with his wife when he saw her, so he took to social media to say hello. Apparently he saw me at the airport, and he made like a 7-tweet thing about what he was fantasizing about. Oh my God. Fucking gooners, dude. Fix what? Nope. Yes. Probably a no. No. Kind of cute. Wait, no. No. Nah. No, no, no. Needs no fixing. Based. Wait. At the start of the story, she mentions that she was in the homeless shelter with her mother and grandmother. But, like, when she leaves the homeless shelter, her mother and grandmother leave the story. Did she just leave her mother and grandmother at the homeless shelter? She's like, I'm making millions of dollars now. Goodbye. She just leaves them there. Hey, Christina, how's it going? What's up? Oh my God. She probably did. Wait, they both started OnlyFans too? Oh my God. Okay. Oh yeah, this shit. GameStop responds to New York Switch 2 consoles damaged with stapler. Okay. So you guys hear about this? Yeah. So GameStop employee staples receipt to Switch 2 box. Receipt goes through box. Damages Switch 2. Whoops. Wait, the bailout is we make Poe make a porn industry. Do you mean the undead scribe guy, Carl? Yeah, this. What the fuck, dude? After picking up their Switch 2s from a New York GameStop, multiple fans had shared images of holes in the screen. These were seemingly caused by the staples holding the store receipt in place, which had poked through the box into the console. GameStop stapled the receipt for me and my friend's Switch 2s to the box, FML. And I gotta wait 3 months for a restock. Oh my God, dude. That's fucking brutal. Dracus, $5. Thank you very much, man. No, too flat for me. I like chubby with P-cup booba, not diminutive with no chest. Fair enough, yeah. Undead / living scribe. His name is something African and long, so we shortened it to Zeno / Poe. So there's a lot of people from your guys' sphere that I've followed and refollowed across all the Twitter accounts that keep getting banned. And I ended up losing some of the refollows as various accounts went through their life cycle, right? Like, there was the person who's now named Zetsubra, and she's like a black woman in the UK. I recall her being around during the first Gamergate, and like she was kind of part of your group too. And I ended up losing that refollow. I ended up losing the Cab and Caleb refollows because of my feud with Scrump, which kind of sucks because those two are pretty cool. But yeah, I still talk to Christina and to you, Carl. Also to Actually Tina. Here's the thing. Actually, Tina I still talk to her in DMs, but she's like, listen, Dad, I got to unfollow you on at least on your main account because you fight way too fucking much on Twitter. So you know what? Fair enough. I understand. Okay, what's next? Oh, yes. 17-year-old girl sells her boyfriend into slavery. Wow. Hustle culture, guys. Talk about passive income. The incident that occurred in China shocked not only the local, but also the international community. A 17-year-old girl sold her 19-year-old boyfriend to scammers in Myanmar for $14,000. So, the boy and girl met in a billiard hall. During the conversation, the girl boasted about her wealthy parents. There she is. There's him, I assume. Her wealthy parents in Myanmar, and promised to help the boy find a job. Under the torments of love, the boy believed the promise and traveled with his girlfriend to Bangkok in February of this year. However, on the way to the Thailand-Myanmar border, they got into a dispute. At that moment, armed individuals attacked the boy, took his phone and passport. For the next 4 months, the boy was held captive, regularly subjected to torture. His hair was shaved. He was forced to engage in online scams. Okay. You get sold off by your girlfriend. You're now a slave in some shitty third world country. What do they make you do? You're running the phone lines. You're calling up all the do not redeems. That's your job now. If he failed to follow instructions, he was beaten on the back with an iron rod. As a result of the constant torture, he lost over 10 kilograms and partially lost his hearing. Now, that's one way to lose weight, I guess. The captors contacted the boy's family and demanded a ransom of $48,000. Within 4 months, the required amount was collected, and the boy was released. At that time, the girl was resting in Thailand, and she was arrested upon returning to China. She is now facing trial on charges of fraud and human trafficking. Guys, imagine you get a cute, rich GF, everything's going great, she sells you into fucking slavery. What the fuck? Hey, we should do this. Fuck you. It's so fucked, dude. Okay. An AI Brad Pitt dupes a French woman out of £830,000. AI, guys. AI. A French woman was conned out of £830,000, otherwise 850,000 American dollars, by scammers posing as actor Brad Pitt. It has faced a huge wave of mockery, leading French broadcaster TF1 to withdraw a program about her. Okay. The primetime program, which aired on Sunday, attracted national attention on interior designer Anne, 53 years old, who thought she was in a relationship with Pitt for about a year and a half. She has since told a popular French YouTube show that she was not crazy or a moron. I just got played. I admit it. That's why I came forward, because I'm not the only one. A representative for Brad Pitt told U.S. outlet Entertainment Weekly that it was awful that scammers take advantage of fans' strong connection with celebrities, and that people shouldn't respond to unsolicited online outreach, especially from actors who have no social media presence. Hundreds of social media users mocked Anne, who the program said had lost her life savings and tried to take her own life 3 times since the scam came to light. Oh, rip. Netflix France put out a post on X advertising 4 films with Brad Pitt, for real. Oh my god. While in a now deleted post, Toulouse FC said, "Hi Anne, Brand told us he would be at the stadium on Wednesday, and you?" The club has since apologized for the post. Jesus, everyone's going after this chick. Holy fuck. £5 from Dracus. Thank you very much again, man. I really appreciate it. OMG age gap. She was 17. He was 19. He obviously didn't consent. He groomed her. Groomer. Oh my god. Okay. On Tuesday, TF1 said they pulled the segment on Anne after her testimony had sparked a wave of harassment. Fair enough. So, she downloaded. In the report, Anne said her ordeal began when she downloaded Instagram in February 2023 when she was still married to a wealthy entrepreneur. What the fuck? Okay. You were already married to a wealthy guy and you still got scammed? Okay. She was immediately contacted by someone who said they were Brad Pitt's mother, Jane Etta, who told Anne her son needed a woman just like her. Somebody purporting to be Pitt got in touch with the next day, which set off alarm bells for Anne. Well, apparently not, because she still got scammed. But somebody who isn't very used to social media, I didn't really know what was happening to me. Oh my god. I just tripped and all the money fell out of my pockets and went over to Brad Pitt. At one point, Brad Pitt said he tried to send her luxury gifts, but that he was unable to pay customs on them, as his bank accounts were frozen due to his divorce proceedings with actor Angelina Jolie, prompting Anne to transfer £9,000 to the scammers. Like a fool, I paid. Every time I doubted him, he managed to dissipate my doubts. The request for money ramped up when the fake Pitt told Anne he needed cash to pay for kidney cancer treatment, sending her multiple AI-generated photos of Brad Pitt in a hospital bed. I looked those photos up on the internet, but couldn't find them, so I thought that meant he'd taken those selfies just for me. Meanwhile, Anne and her husband divorced, and she was awarded £775,000, all of which went to the scammers. Oh my god. I told myself I was maybe saving a man's life. Wow. Wait, are the AI... I'm just in here. Okay, they're not. Anyway. Anne is now living with a friend. My whole life is in a small room with some boxes. That's all I have left. Rip. Wait. Why was I chosen to be hurt this way? These people deserve hell. We need to find these scammers. I beg you. Please help me find them. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Right? Like, those scammers are terrible. But, like, you're stupid, lady. Like, you're fucking stupid. Brad Pitt is famously poor and able to pay for his own treatment. Yeah, she's stupid. She's cheating. Like, I don't know. The amount of sympathy I have is kind of limited, in my opinion. And finally, we have Vancouver man says that institutions are unable to recognize his new indigenous street name. Okay, so Canada is still pretty woke, and a whole bunch of street names are being changed to be these indigenous names, but like Canadian computers can't recognize them. Okay. David Gardiner received a handout from the city of Vancouver telling him his street name would be changing. He has lived on the now formerly named Trutch Street for 40 years, which now bears whatever the fuck this name is, pronounced Shamusquiasum. Shamusquiasum? Shamusquiasum. Okay. Signposts bear the English name below the official Musqueam name, which is written in the North American phonetic alphabet. So there we go. That's the fucking name of the street. Gardner says he has no issue with the name change, and it was not a surprise to him. But he told Global News that when he tried to change his address to the legal Musqueam spelling, whatever the fuck this is, both of his banks told him they had no capacity nor plans to be able to recognize the official spelling. I think it's very unfair, because I think they should have consulted all of the stakeholders, and that would include the city of Vancouver itself, the province of BC, and least of all the banks. Whole bunch of what they call stakeholders, and they left that job to the residents of Trutch Street, former Trutch Street. That's kind of ridiculous. We're not being paid for this. So he can't change his address with the credit cards and MSP, because they just don't take these fucking characters. Oh my god, dude. Communications strategist Bill Thielman said the city should have given residents way more than the 2 weeks notice they got. They had 4 years. They voted for this in 2021, and it's 2025, and they haven't done the work yet. Global News asked the city of Vancouver if staff sought data about how many Vancouverites are familiar with the North American phonetic alphabet. But they said they didn't have any. However, they said they are supporting people with questions via email, and they've reached out to service providers. So, Vancouver Mayor Ken Sim said that the name on Google Maps comes up as Musqueam View. So there are alternatives for people for use in their address change. Change is hard, but it's the right change. Okay. This is still fucking stupid. Like, that's retarded. Democracy! You voted for your own idiocy. Good job. Okay. That's all the articles, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I really appreciate it. I do just want to hop right back into editing. So I think we'll get out of here. Let's go raid. You know what? What do we think? Do we think let's go raid Metal. We raided Chud Logic last time. Let's go raid Metal this time, okay? But yes, thank you very much, Zero Fucks. I appreciate it. Don't leave just yet, guys, okay? Get your coffee cups ready. Metal's a good friend of mine. So let's go raid him. He's currently talking about the new Metal Gear Solid thingy biggie. And thanks for all your support. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for watching the videos. I'm gonna go back to the editing dungeon and get a new video. Soon, okay? No, you must come, Dracus. It's Dracus. You must come. Come.